All liberals are idiots. All conservatives are idiots. Any political party in between consists of idiots. Now, I know you're asking yourself, oh, you can't say that. I can, I just did. If you would sell your intellectual capabilities to a political party, you are an idiot. Or if you would sell it to a political faction, you are an idiot. There, I said it. We have liberals, and this is how they control you. This is how the elite control you. They have two separate factions that both believe in the same thing, but differently. And I'll explain why. We have the liberals that believe in gun control, that believe in transgenderism. They believe in basically just anti-free speech, which is basically their whole motto, anti-free speech. Then we have the conservatives, which are equally as dumb and as stupid and misguided. Let's attack the Middle East for the 20th time. It's basically what they want. They basically buy into all government staged shootings. They basically say, such and such got shot up by a Muslim, and ISIS claimed responsibility. Yes, ISIS claims responsibility for all these shootings, and it's like ISIS just has. So what does ISIS do to take responsibility for these? They just call CNN and like, yeah, I did it. And the idiot conservatives just believe it for no freaking reason, after their government has lied to them. And then the reason, if you want to blame anyone for all these wars that are starting or getting started, blame the conservatives. Blame them, because they're just so freaking stupid. They're so freaking stupid. And I am both. I am both a liberal and a conservative, if I could choose. I'm in between. I agree with policies, but this is how the elite control you. They'll sprinkle in good parts in each faction. They'll have one good element in each faction. For example, conservatives, good family values. That's their main selling point. Liberals, equality. They'll sprinkle in a message of equality into each faction and then just blow it out of proportion. Just completely blow it out of proportion. And then just corrupt each political party with their own false rhetoric. That's how they control you. That's why I don't subscribe to any political party. I won't ever subscribe to any political group ever. And I saw a guy on the last video I uploaded saying I should join Men Going Their Own Way. Why? Why? So I can just watch it go down the tube? So I can be associated with a bunch of idiots? Why? Each political party will inevitably get corrupt. Even religions get corrupt. All the time, people get corrupt. So why would I tie myself into a whole groupthink scenario when I could easily just pass myself off as an individual with individual ideas? And that's the way it should be. You have all these morons saying, oh, if you're not a conservative, you're an idiot. Oh, if you're not liberal, you're an idiot. Really? Really? That's how you feel? That's honestly how you feel? How about if you tie yourself to a stupid political organization, then you're an idiot? How about that? How about that? Haven't you morons ever thought that 99.9% of the things wrong in this world are due to there being stupid groups that don't think for themselves? Haven't you guys thought of that? Seriously, all wars, all riots, they're all thought about this group that once or claims to want this specific thing, and they want it so bad that they will ridicule people, even going as far as to kill people that don't believe them. I mean, we have liberals that say, "Oh, if you don't think this, you're a racist." And then we have conservatives who say, "Oh, if you don't think this, you're anti-American." and it's like, okay, that's stupid. I don't fall into anything. I don't fall into the liberal or conservative ideology because they're both equally stupid. They're just stupid in their own little ways. I mean, anyone who's bought out the idea that conservatives are as good or are better than liberals, which I see in a lot of these so-called truth channels, they're what are you saying? What are you saying? Oh, I'm a conservative. I mean, there's still a lot of bad stuff tied to being conservative. You do realize that, right? You do realize that, right? I mean, my conservative values are, I believe in capitalism. I somewhat believe in capitalism. I believe people should work for their money. That's basically what I'm trying to say. I believe family value, family unit. But that's pretty much the main two things. I mean, I can't really say, oh, and gun control. I don't believe in gun control. Free speech. But that's all I can pretty much think of right now. That's pretty much all I can think of. Those four things. But the wars in the Middle East, I don't agree with. This whole idea of being a nationalist, being proud of your country, for no reason. I mean, that's only going to get you so far. I mean, sure, I like being American, but I'm not just going to sell my soul to the military and fight these stupid wars because Uncle Sam told me to. I mean, I'm just not, okay? The main problem with conservatives is they have blind faith in the military industrial complex. And it's true. It's true. I mean, look at Vietnam, for God's sake. That's all the proof you need. And a lot of conservatives they're the same people that say we didn't lose the Vietnam War. I mean, how? And there's just a lot of stupid conservatives. Just really dumb. Just really dumb in their own different ways. But liberals, they're equally dumb. They're equally dumb. No free speech. You can't. Free speech is illegal to every liberal. It's just dead. It's just dead to them. It's not in their vocabulary. Free speech is not in their vocabulary. They will destroy anybody who even tries to have a differing opinion. They think with their emotions, and we all know what happens when you think with your emotions. You just go in autopilot mode. Your brain shuts off and you just go in autopilot mode. Hasn't anybody ever been in a scenario where you get so mad and so emotionally driven that your brain just shuts off and you're literally just watching yourself do the things you do? Like you're just spectating yourself. That's how mad you are. You literally have no control over your actions because you're so overpowered with emotion. That's why when people do stupid stuff like kill somebody, they're just driven by emotion. When somebody gets in a fight and they just kill somebody, they're just driven by emotion. And these people cannot control their emotions. And that emotions have no place in politics, by the way, which is my main gripe with liberals. They have no grasp on logic or reason. They're just completely driven by emotion. and it's basically, it's sad, really. It's sad. They don't want free speech, and it's basically emotion versus no emotion, which is basically what liberal versus conservative is. On one side, we have emotional crybabies, which don't want free speech, don't want any amount of wars whatsoever. Even if somebody pointed a gun at your head, they'd pretty much say, "Oh, it's wrong to shoot them back. It's wrong to defend yourself." And then we have some conservatives. We have some liberals and some conservatives, and basically, it's like 10% of liberals are idiots, are real idiots that we see in all these social justice warrior riots and stuff. And then we have 10% of conservatives, which are the idiots we see as racist and the warmongers that want wars in the Middle East and all this other stuff. And surveillance. They want surveillance too. Which is another gripe I forgot to mention about conservatives. Most conservatives want surveillance in the name of stopping terrorism and national security. It's ridiculous. So they want more of this, and it's basically a brain F. Because why would anyone, if you're looking logically like I have been doing all my life, looking at these political parties like a joke, it's just obvious how they're controlling it. I mean, you can control the entire freaking country. The elite can literally control the entire freaking country by literally setting us up against each other. We technically both believe in the same thing. Both conservatives and liberals believe in the same freaking things, but we're just so stupid we can't see it. I mean, come on. I mean, I could technically say I'm a liberal, and I could technically say I'm a conservative, but what difference does it make? What difference does it make? I mean, it's the radicals in each party that are the spokespeople for each party, or each group, or whatever you want to call it. And that's basically all I'm saying, is they believe the same thing, and they're just peddling us against each other. The 1% in each party are just misguiding our entire country. That's basically all I mean, just stop labeling yourself in all these groups. Just be an individual free thinker. If you commit yourself to a political party, I mean, you're just setting yourself up for failure. Oh, I'm a Democrat. And then, next thing you know, you vote for a Democratic president. That Democratic president does something wrong. I mean, are you going to speak out against what he did that was wrong? No, you're not, because you're signed your soul over to that Democratic party. So if you speak out against that person, you'll just say, they'll just look like a hypocrite, and you'll look like a traitor to all your other Democratic sheep, or all your Republican sheep. It's retarded. It's retarded. I don't know what to say. It's just blatantly obvious. And I know a lot of you morons are going to dislike this video, saying, "Oh, the conservative party, that was way better than the liberals. Oh, the liberals are way better than the conservatives." I mean, that's exactly what I'm talking about. No party is better than the other. I mean, you can't say that. You just can't. Each party has its own pros and cons. The fact that people are saying, see, this is why they always will have control over us. Always. Because they have, I don't even know how to word this. I honestly don't even know how to word this. But they always have some truth in each party. They always have the bad stuff in each party. It's 50-50 for each party. And they masterfully set this up this way. just to divide and conquer, and people cannot see this. It's astounding or astonishing. I mean, I don't even know. I don't even know. Even the third parties and all and everything else, I don't even know. It's like we are literally living in an Orwellian society. It's like we literally are being controlled in every aspect of our life. Okay, you turn on the TV, you get these same talking heads talking about the same generic crap, just peddling against each other when really they're on the same side. They just don't know it. Which is why I don't say, oh, I hate liberals or I hate conservatives. No. I mean, there's good conservatives, there's bad conservatives. I don't have anything against them. I can't just claim them being evil as a group. I mean, that's just hypocritical. I just can't. But when you see it for what it really is, then you see, if you see political parties for what they really are, which is a tool to divide us, then you'll be like, oh wow, I don't need this to voice my opinion. You'll see it that way. I mean, honestly, I don't even know why we don't need political parties for elections. We don't. We could have some independent people run for president. We don't need money being poured into all these parties with these talking heads selling out every year or every 4 years. Honestly. Really, the world is not what it seems. You're being controlled in every aspect. If you feel depressed, if you feel like your life isn't going anywhere, maybe that's because you're going in circles by watching these political parties that you praise so much, just to find out they are completely against you.